record a video.
Go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to evading arrest for 3 counts of arson and 5 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the state of Nevada between 2015 and 2018.
What the fuck?
That was oddly
Okay, that was
specific.
good.
That was really stupid, to be honest.
It was.
Really
I
stupid.
think it was good. It took
Yes,
a
where are
while.
you in the game?
I'm in the mine thingy that I was in last time.
Well, you get to be the first to see my new storage room.
Yay!
You get to be the first to see my
And the
brand
changes
new car. Anyway,
and the changes I made to the house.
Okay.
yo, I'll be back. I might be a while, so I'm just gonna leave the game so y'all can sleep when needed.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
I have to take a shit. Leave me alone.
What the fuck?
Has like fucking 3 hours notice, manages to need to shit the moment we get started.
I know it sucks,
Mhm.
man.
Ooh. Oh wow. It's
Des,
so hard for me to read because my TV's tiny.
come over here and see if this makes it easier, because I didn't have enough materials to finish it. But this is
Oh
how the
wow.
letters will look.
It's much easier.
Yeah. And then there's nothing in the house. I actually did sort all of our stuff.
Oh my god. How long did that take?
An hour. I copy this system into every world I play on, so I've got it down to a science. Like I know where shit is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna take some. You're gonna have some learning to do. But
Yeah, I can tell. Wow.
so according to the rules, we're only allowed to work on the wall.
Okay, and that's it?
Yes.
I can't go mining or anything?
We can go mining if it's for the wall.
Oh, well, what are we using for the wall again? Deep slate?
Deep slate and or blackstone. We need to come up with a design.
Wait, can you make, like, deep slate cobblestone walls? Is that a thing?
Let me look.
Grayson Hush.
Let's see. You can make cobbled deep slate wall.
Okay, because I was thinking, like, we could do the bottom layer just, like, blocks of deep slate, then we could do black stone, like, in between the wall, and then on the top we could do, like, the walls. Just to, like, be like,
Question. Do we want to be able to walk around the top of the wall?
oh. I mean, technically, I would say yeah.
So then we have to make it 3 blocks thick.
Okay. How do we break Minecraft? What
What?
do you mean?
What do you
My
mean?
my brother's used to playing PS3 Minecraft.
Oh,
And
that's
so, and
nothing.
PS3 Minecraft, you can't do this.
Well, that's because that version hasn't been updated in like 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little bit behind. I
Grayson,
am so
it's behind.
scared to install Windows 11.
I understand that, to be
The
honest.
last time, no, you don't. Like the last time I updated an operating system, like changed over to like a new version of Windows, I was in middle school.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So like, and I was gonna do it because like I would have had enough time to do it before we played, but then I didn't know if Minecraft would work because it's technically Windows 10 edition, even though it says on the website it's supposed to work. And I didn't know if Discord would work because Discord just doesn't sometimes. And I didn't want to have to fix my recording software because I know that's gonna reset.
Yeah.
So the good news is
I,
our stuff is sorted. The bad news is it brings out how little amount of stuff we actually have.
oh, yeah.
Like we have nothing, basically, is what it comes down
How
to.
much deep slate do we have left?
Deep slate is literally the last chest.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Okay, so
I
there's a
think
lot
I
here.
don't know if I explained this to you before. The first time I built the storage system was like 3 years ago. So if the
Yeah.
reason it's in a strange order, it was originally in the order I got things, but then I've also had to add stuff into some chests, and then the farther down you get, the newer the items get. So like this last section you're on is just like Nether update stuff. And like
Oh, wow.
and then like the last update, which was like the underground stuff. because it wasn't in the game.
There may or may not be some basalt in here
Oh,
and dripstone.
well, this is dripstone and deep slate.
Okay.
I didn't realize I fucked up with the basalt. It's basalt,
That's
by the
okay.
way, not basalt.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So we need to come up with a wait. How much blackstone do we have? None. 46.
I think
That's.
it's all in the nether. It's all in the nether.
Did we bring it in? I think I might have used it
Not
all.
all of it. Let me go see.
Okay. Go look, and then if there isn't any in the nether, I'll bring us some pickaxes, and we can get some so
Just
that
go mining.
because
Yeah.
we're probably gonna build the wall like mostly the same, and then I want to stick like some towers on the corners and stuff for looks. But like for the most part, we probably should just like come up with a pattern and stick to it.
Yeah. Jesus, the amount of netherrack that's in these chests. We don't have any D-slate in here.
Deep slate, blackstone,
Yeah, we don't have any.
blackstone.
Or never mind. Yeah, blackstone. That's what.
Okay, I'm bringing pickaxes.
All right. Hold on. I probably shouldn't have left then.
Dits.
Why is there a ground right
Today
over
on
dirt?
me and Jake's girlfriend playing Minecraft because everyone else has abandoned us. Why were you so freaking worried about the cabin trip? Like, Jesus, little faith much?
I wasn't like worried. I was just like,
Mm-hmm. You acted like you had no faith whatsoever.
probably for good reason.
Wow, that hurts.
Okay, but like
Oh shit, we're on peaceful? We're about to not be. I went on
okay.
peaceful while I did the storage room because I was completely empty inventoried
Yeah.
to make it faster.
Do we have anything in these furnaces? Grayson,
I-
hush.
I have pickaxes for you.
God's sake. I know, I was just checking.
Okie dokie.
My brother has got to be the most annoying person right now.
That was funny. You seemed mildly concerned whenever I told you I found Jake a girl. Despite the
I was
fact
like
that it was
I was gonna get angry if you actually
literally
did.
my ex-girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay. No, we didn't date, but we talked for a long time. She had some commitments, so she didn't want to date, like didn't want to use a title.
That's fair. I mean, I
Actually, it
actually
wasn't.
like
It wasn't fair, and that's why
liked a
we
guy.
stopped.
I liked a guy for a long time, and then we never dated. And I don't understand why, but we didn't.
Well, here's a funny story. Okay, so I actually bullied her,
Oh, jeez.
and then she broke her shoulder or something, and I felt bad. So which I rarely do. I rarely feel bad. It's a like very uncommon thing for me. But so I was like, all right, I'll carry your bag to class. And then we became friends. And then I liked her, and but then she was working at like a public pool with this kid from like a rich school nearby.
Mhm.
And she was like, he's just my best friend. And I was like, uh-huh. And then she was like, hey, like I want to date you, but I'm going to a homecoming dance with my best friend. And I was like, you can date me, but like, can you don't? And she was all like, well, no, we're just friends. And then he texted me one day and was like, hey, dude, like, what is your intentions with her? And I was like, I want to date her. And he was like, oh, well, I love her. And I was like, excuse
Oh,
me?
shit.
And so I was like, hey, like, you can't go to like, it's not all right to go to a homecoming dance when you're talking to someone if you're like, hey, like, if the person's like, hey, I'm in love with them. But she was all like,
Yeah.
no, I'm doing it. And I was like, okay. And then I'd liked Chloe for a really long time, but she didn't want to date me. And then one day she was like, hey, I like you. And I was like, fuck you. And I just didn't talk to her anymore.
And now you're dating.
No, I mean the other girl. I just stopped talking to like
Oh.
literally I like dropped her and like 5 days later I was dating Chloe. Because I liked her first anyway.
Damn.
Yeah. And then we became friends over COVID. Now we're
Yeah.
friends again. Which we should have
Niece
been
what?
friends originally because like we were better as friends anyway.
What
But
happened?
I was explaining
He's
to
talking
her
about today.
today.
Ah, Devi. Devi.
You said Davia. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't know how to spell her name. I was just like kind of guessing
To
at
be
that
fair,
point.
it's not a normal name. Des, I think we
Yeah,
should
I
go
know.
back to the normal method where we just mine netherrack because if we start running through caves, we're gonna get lost and it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Do you need a pickaxe?
Pizza,
I
pizza.
have one actually.
Yum yum.
No.
Exactly. Exactly. No.
But basically, there's actually a kid in my class that his name's Craig, but it's spelled Kregg, and I'm just like, did his mom just not know how to spell at all?
I went to scouts with a kid. His name was Jacob, but Jacob was
Uh-huh.
his mother's maiden name, which was already super weird because like who names their kid their maiden name? But then because it was a last name, not a first name. His name was Jacob, Jakub, and
Oh my god.
I was just like, can you even spell? Like, what's wrong with you? And
Cube.
he was like,
And here's the crazy thing. Craig's mom is an English teacher, or was an English teacher.
Craig.
You would think that she would know how to freaking spell.
well, I understand that people are like, well, names, there's no wrong spelling for a name, but I'm like, no, there's no wrong spelling, but there is such a thing as a stupid spelling.
Yeah, like Kregg. What the heck?
Although naming their kid Craig is basically setting them up for failure anyway. My sister has
Actually,
3
he's
kids,
really good.
and she has picked 3 of the stupidest names for her kids.
Okay.
So her oldest daughter has a name that I always said is like a dog name. She's named Marley.
Oh.
So my oldest niece is Marley. Then the next one down is a boy, and he's named after his father. So he's Paul Jr.
Uh,
And everyone calls him
Oh
PJ.
Lord.
And I'm just like, okay, that's like a stupid. But then she gets pregnant a third time, and I'm like, come on, Megan, like, what the fuck are you doing? Because like her life's a disaster. And I was like, dude, you don't need any more kids. And she was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna keep this one, blah blah blah. I was like, whatever. He was talking about it like it's a pet, and like it's a stray dog she just found, but a child. And then so she's like, hey, I know the name, but I'm not gonna tell you. And I was like, okay. And she was like, and I was like, is it better? Because I've told her what I think of her kids' names. I'm like, you're an idiot. And she's like, yeah, it's better, whatever. She births her youngest daughter. She texts me. She's like, say hello to your newest niece, Freya.
Oh.
I go, Megan, what the fuck is the matter with you? She's like, what? I'm like, bro, do you have any idea that like a name can affect a kid? Like that
Freya
kid
is
is
the
never,
name of a Norse goddess.
yeah,
Mhm.
supposedly. But a kid is never going to be able to go in on vacation and get an item with their name on it, like a keychain or something, if their fucking name is Freya. And she was like, it's a really pretty name. And I said, yeah, if you're like a 10,000-year-old god. Des, where are you? Oh, you're
I'm
over
over
there.
at the other side. Fuck the lava.
Yeah, and then she told
Don't
me,
fuck the lava.
yeah, that's a bit odd. But and then I forget, what did she tell me? She told me if she had a boy name picked out because she doesn't like to get her children sexed ahead of time. I know sexed isn't the right word, but for animals that's what it is, and I don't know what else to say. So we're just gonna go with sexed. Um, fuck, what was the boy name? Oh, fucking Colton with a K.
Hey there.
Oh.
And I was just like, first of all, Colton with a C is already bad. But Colton with a K? What? And she was all like, that's a really cool name. And I was like, cool with a K, Megan? Cool with a K?
Oh my
Because, like, what the
God.
fuck?
It's my thing. Hey.
She was like, yeah, I would have gone with Colton. I was like, well, thank God it was a girl and you just went with a goddess name instead.
You know, okay. I just had a thought. I'm probably never going to have nieces or nephews.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Stupid people always have more kids than intelligent people.
Well, the thing is, my my sister has no interest in guys right now, and my brother's 10.
So are you expecting to die before your brother is interested in girls? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Probably.
Oh.
Honestly, yeah.
Des, I made you a couple pickaxes, but I've used them.
Oh,
So.
well, I've actually almost used up my pickaxe that I had.
Okay, well then I'll go get us some refills in a second after I finish this line because I also broke my shovel.
I think I have a.
Oh, I struck
I just-
gold, and by gold I mean blackstone.
Oh, that's good. I have a stone pickaxe left.
Dude, your sister's weird as shit. She snaps me back like every other day.
Okay.
He doesn't want to start a streak with you.
Yeah, like that's
Oh yeah.
like that has to be it.
But also, I don't think she's like. She also doesn't like talking to people she doesn't really know.
Well, she would know me if she just answered. Also, for real, dude, what's wrong with her head?
I have no idea. She was born that way.
But like, you know what I mean? Like it, like her forehead like sticks out like a Neanderthal.
I know.
She is a Neanderthal.
Like,
Have
bro,
you heard
did
her
she get-
speak?
Did she get de-evolutioned when she was born?
I have no idea.
The fact that like you care so little that like I could say whatever I want is my favorite thing.
I honestly don't care what people say about my sister anymore. At this point, say what you want. She's ruined her own life, and that's her fault.
Why does she race motorcycles? Doesn't she understand that that's not her type of sport? I'm assuming she races motorcycles anyway, because that's all of the things
She
that
does.
she shows. Oh yeah,
She
man.
does.
Nothing
Literally-
makes a girl more attractive than a girl doing things that are typically left better to other people, to other genders. I'm not gonna become sexist. I'm just
the
gonna be nearly
thing
sexist.
is, they literally have a race on Halloween,
Fuck that.
and I'm not going to their race. I'm going to my own.
I have a
which
race
is
on
celebrating
Halloween.
more
It's
of the
called Race to See How Fast I Can Chase Kids Up My Street.
Dude, I'm sorry, but
Jake.
you're not scary. Like
Dude.
even Jackson last year was so unamused with you.
Well, because you guys didn't. You guys saw me run out from my house.
Well,
I
plus
was
he's
scaring someone else.
well, you know he's like possessed.
Yes.
So, I mean, he's not possessed. He's just not a very good kid. Everyone's like, he's so mean. I'm like, or you guys are just mean to him because his mom isn't very nice, and then he acts like an asshole. When I hang out with him, he's all like, "Can we go do whatever?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then he's good.
Did you happen to have another pick? Okay, I'll go make
I just gave you two. I just gave you two.
Oh,
You ungrateful
see 'em.
bitch.
I didn't see them. Fuck off.
Jake, where do you find these people?
You say this every time.
I literally.
How did y'all
was
meet
watching
again?
A couple of your videos today.
Wait, you were doing what now, Des?
I was watching your videos today.
Why?
And yesterday because I was bored, and literally almost every single video I watched, I just hear, "Where do you find these girls, Jake?" Every time.
Well, okay. First
You
of
wanna
all,
know how we
how do you
actually
watch
met?
yourself and not like you must have a very high like a lot of people just can't listen to their own voice.
I cannot.
Yeah, like
Somehow I tolerate my own voice.
Jake like hates it. Like if like I put on one at his house and we got done and he immediately put on a video of his own so I wouldn't keep playing them.
Fair enough. But yeah, the story how we met is interesting.
Yeah.
So
So I was
But
talking
also
to
very
someone
confusing.
else, and she was like, "So yeah,
all
here's
good relationships start that way.
So yeah, she was like, "Here, meet my friend and the person he's dating." And I'm like, "All right." And then yeah, me started dating after that.
Did you fucking steal
Realistically, what
someone's girl?
happened though is I made this girl I was talking to upset. She for a
Very.
while, and then she came back while get first talking to Des, and yeah. And then she comes back and she got mad at Des, and I was like, "You can't get mad because you were gone," and I moved on.
quick question. Did I know about this one?
No.
Hmm.
'Cause I knew you would not approve.
What was wrong with
Oh
her?
yeah.
What was her major character flaw that I wouldn't have approved
Her
of?
name was Leaf.
Legal name?
She wouldn't go anything. She wouldn't go by anything else.
Is that her legal name though?
No,
No clue.
What's her legal name?
I have no fucking clue, but it ain't Leaf.
Okay, well, yeah, you're right.
Nor
Because
do
who
we
the fuck?
care.
Who the fuck goes by Leaf? Like, if you're gonna pick your own name, at least pick something that's not stupid.
Well, now she goes by Fawn.
Yeah.
Like Bambi.
Yep.
Yes.
You should be like, sup, Roadkill.
Mm,
Honestly, she still hates Jake, and I'm pretty sure she despises me. Like
Oh,
even
Oh, she
more.
hates you, Des.
I know.
Join the club.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like
No, she
she's
hates
like
you.
probably she's like probably the only person that genuinely dislikes me that much.
Right now. Because
Yeah.
past me, man,
That I know of. Oh God, yeah.
would
You
have done a
did not
burnout
like
on
me.
your neck.
You
Oh,
did not like me.
Jake and I
Insane.
almost crashed today. Like, actually, like, without, like, no
When?
joke.
When?
So
We
we were
did?
all done with, yeah, the driveway, dude. I didn't drive down, we slid down.
Oh,
So my driveway at my cabin is stone, but it's stone from like 20 years ago, so it's like covered in grass and stuff now. And it's very mushy. And it's been raining for 6 days there straight, like hasn't stopped.
Oh wow.
Because the climate up there
Like,
is not
please
ideal.
stop.
And so today, so the rule is generally the more you go up and down the driveway because it's sloped, the less chances you have of getting in and out again. Because each time you mush it up a little more. Well, we did it one too many times, I guess, because today we go to leave and I go to back down, take my parking brake off, I roll back a foot and I go to push on my brake because that's what you do whenever you're on a like sketchy surface, you like test the waters.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
I kept going.
Oh,
And then
shit.
my truck starts to turn. Now mind you, this is a straight driveway, so turning is bad.
Oh yeah.
So I start to kind of slide down at an interesting angle, and I managed to save it. But for a second, I was like, we're going in a ditch, because that's what's at the bottom of the driveway. It's just a big ditch.
Oh shit.
And I was like, I'm going to have to call someone and be like, hey, you won't believe what I did.
I had asked Jake if he had almost killed you today
Why? Why would he almost kill
because
me?
he sent me a picture of himself with wide eyes. I was like, oh, did Jonathan like almost kill y'all or something? And he's like, nah.
Well, yes, actually. But also, we saw one of the coolest things ever. So yesterday, there was this real annoying bird we kept listening to, and then it occurred to me that it was a bald eagle, because there's a
Oh.
nest up there. And today, we're driving along after we slid out of the driveway precariously, and Jake and I see this giant bird in the road picking something up off the road. The bird takes off. It was a frickin' bald eagle right in front of us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's America right there. Staring at America's ass flying away.
Heck yeah.
I found more Blackstone somewhere.
I have like a whole stack in my inventory.
Yeah, I
let's
think we
be
should.
real. Captain America
Concealing.
from Endgame is the real America's ass.
Oh yeah.
Endgame sucks.
I'm aware.
I am just tired.
I have one more video
Day was-
scheduled on YouTube, and if I don't upload tonight, after tomorrow, there will be no more videos.
Oh wow.
But I'm too lazy to watch them to make sure that Jake didn't say anything, and I have to do that before every single one I upload because Jake's a horrible friend.
I am a great friend.
No.
Dude, who just went on a 2-hour trip with you? Just stay the night at a cabin in the woods? When
I've
he's
made-
the least outdoorsy person?
You're not the least outdoorsy person.
Hey, Jonathan, if you ever wanted to go camping, I'm down because I do
I
that.
don't think that. I'm pretty sure that's against the rules, but
What do you mean?
the rules.
Jake doesn't like camping. I just want to do that.
I'm just saying, you're dating Jake. That's against the rules.
I know, but he refuses to go camping, and I'm a Texan, and Texans love camping.
Yeah, I don't know you love this kind of camping because Texans don't love cold
Okay, that's fair. We do hate cold and very
or
like very
snow.
bad heat.
And most of the times in my life I've actually been camping have been in snow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Scouts is a bitch. But also,
Why am I moving up there?
you're not. I mean, what? But anyway, we can't do something like that. That's
Bryson
against the
Lorray.
rules. Lorray? Lorray?
That's my brother's and my grandfather's middle name.
What?
I'm sorry to hear that. That's disgusting.
What?
My brother is like, people always think it's weird, and now he's sad now.
It is weird, and he should be sad now. If my name was fucking Lorray, I'd be sad too.
I mean, his initials are GLC, so you know.
Oh,
That's
funny
awful.
story. All through all of my entire schooling, I had convinced everyone I had no middle name. And then when COVID hit, obviously I didn't see anyone for months before graduation. I'd completely forgotten that that was something I did, and they read my middle name off at graduation. And everyone on my way back to my seat, I had several people be like, "What the fuck, Jonathan?" Because
I know your
Oh
middle
my
name.
I
god.
do in fact have a middle name. I just told everyone I didn't.
I know your middle name, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's not that big of an accomplishment. It's also like a fairly normal average middle name, but everyone was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because I forgot they read it at graduation. I forgot I had never told anybody it. But like literally, I've been going to this. I went to the same school from third grade up, and I'd always told everyone I didn't have a middle name.
Dude, if you went to
I
South Allegheny, the school, fuck, I'm a retard.
Yeah, I don't have to cut that out at all. Thanks, Jake.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh.
Can you?
see. Okay, I couldn't remember Jake's middle name for the longest time, and I have
It's
it
Listen,
like
David. It's
stuck
because
in
David.
my head.
because you moved to the school at third grade, that means we both moved to the school at the same time.
Yeah, I was in Christian school, and then I went to the
At
library and
same here.
realized that they had crossed out in every book that mentioned anything. So they had this lady, and all she would do every summer is add new books to the library. And how she would do that is she'd read them, and if they mention anything about anything that Christians don't believe in, like hardcore Christians, like dinosaurs or space, she would cross it out line by line with Sharpie. I shit you not.
Oh my
So
god.
as a kid, I wanted to learn about dinosaurs, and also they wouldn't allow my deaf brother to go to that school. So I was like, "Yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out." Plus, I also broke a kid's arm, so that didn't help. They were pretty happy to have me gone.
Yeah, the felt bones crunching underneath your fist.
No, but I have seen someone's arm roll up like a fruit fucking roll up. Man's arm was like a fruit by the foot. He had more elbows than is considered healthy. Any more than 6 elbows is too many.
Wait, how would you have
Do we know this for
what?
sure?
Why
Okay,
is
so
six elbows like
we had
healthy?
we had 10-foot bleachers or 8-foot bleachers. I don't remember one of those. And so we were sitting on top. And unlike most schools where you're not allowed to sit on the bleachers when they're like closed because they're retractable, we had a ladder on the end and we could sit on them. So we climbed up and we were sitting there as this kid. And he called me stupid and I kicked him and he was on the edge and he fell over the side and tried to catch his kid body with one arm and his arm just like broke in 6 places.
Oh Jesus.
And I was like, oh, that's not good. And then they were like, and the way my Christian school handled punishment was they'd send you to the office and make you pray about it. That worked really well on me. Clearly, I've said prayers for a lot of strange things. like, please help me stop breaking kids' arms in 6 places. So they were, but so they never like expelled anyone, but they were just like, we'd rather him not come back. And I was like, I'd rather not go back. And my mom was like, yeah, public school's fine. Not to mention that my tuition was 15 grand a year and going up. That's
Oh,
like
goodness.
a reasonably like in like the like mid 2000s. That's like a nice fucking car
Oh,
in
yeah.
tuition every single year. My mom was like, on second thought, I don't like you enough to spend that much on tuition every year. And I was like, to be fair, I don't like God enough to spend that much on tuition every year.
I would
No one likes
never
God that
go to
much.
a Christian school.
If I went now, I would get kicked out in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'd be like, see, y'all ever heard of dinosaurs? And they just everyone would probably point at the
This
door.
one's a velociraptor.
I'd be like, this one ate Jesus.
And this one has a
And
middle finger for a foot. It's called a Utahraptor.
or I'd be like,
Oh my
did y'all know the Earth isn't 5,000 years old? And everyone would be like, oh, he said what?
Did you know that the Earth is 4.53 billion years old?
Did you also know that we're just kind of guessing? Because
Yeah.
like there was no one around to ask. There's a distinct lack of people that are 4.5 billion years old. Imagine that. Des, I came back to the overworld because we have kind of a lot of stuff now. So like we should be able
I
to at
don't know,
least
man.
start the wall.
Those skinwalkers are pretty pesky with their
Would
living
you
thing.
shut up about skinwalkers? Walkers?
It was a joke, dude.
I
Oh,
am
shit.
gonna cut the video in